Amigos Leon Weisberg.
Okay, thank you very much. This is not easy to be on stage every time. Once you're coming after Michael Johnson, another one after Mark Hughes. So it's not easy to fill the gap. We will need to work hard, but I have good news for you. You're gonna cry. I told you you're gonna cry, right? I told you, right? Are you ready to cry? Get ready. So, I told you that you don't need to sell products to your people who are signed up already, right? If you want to utilize new plan and create your future thing, you need to think a year from now, not what I do now. I'm talking to you as you are supervisors. You are not president's team members, and you are not mill team, and you are not get team. Forget about it. We are all supervisors now. I'm going to show you the plan. You remember from supervisor to get team. You remember? So, but to understand the whole issue, you need to become supervisors. Can we? Are you ready to sacrifice for a moment your lovely diamond and emerald and whatever pins? Can we? Are you ready for a big thing? Take your pins off. That's the time. We are becoming supervisors now. And now you're gonna cry. Huh? Did you take your pins off? You didn't. Enrique didn't take your pin off. But number one distributor doesn't need to. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I was kidding. Emma. Enrique, I was kidding. Maestro, you don't need to. Everybody else but you. Okay, so listen. First of all, this was a joke, Enrique. Not you, not you. So, are we ready? Yes. Very good. So listen. Taking your little distributors through the accumulation of volume, you create future supervisor. But not now. But that's why you need to be visionary. You need to think a year from now. But a year from now, you will not need it anymore, because it's going to be a year later from now. You are going to be with huge amount of distributors, slowly but surely approaching supervisor position. Your volumes, personal volumes, your supervisors, right, are going to be huge. Your supervisors' personal volumes are going to be huge just because they are not going to lose distributors. Distributors are different. Some of them are fast and some of them are slow. You need to facilitate slow. Forget about fast. Fast are always fast. The question, are we smart enough to facilitate slow people business? Are we smart? Or we are just looking for people who are actually exclusion from the rule? Are you with me? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I will show you now. This is not the best, okay? Some people have better picture than I have, but I'm going to show you how your statement is going to look like if you just go and implement the whole story. Within BizWorks, you have 3 lines of distributors, distributor volume. You know about it? Chris yesterday showed everybody, it was presidency meeting, that there is something called, there is a supervisor volume, report, and then distributor volume report. So you can see within your 3 lines, it means your first line distributors, then your second line distributors, and third line distributors. It means distributors which you sponsored, 1, 2, 3, within your personal volume, or first line distributors of your first line supervisors, right? Or first line distributors of your second line supervisors. That's it. Only your distributors, first line distributors of your first line supervisors, and first line distributors of your second line. That's it. Not even third line supervisors. You understand? Let me show this to you. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready to cry? Yes. Okay. Can we show these poor people the real thing? So listen, these are people with, some of them have volume, some of them don't have volume. This is not ideal situation. But at the end, look at this column. I just want to show you that we are trying to engage every distributor and have everybody distributor, so we want them to have volume, to tell them the story, to put them into the qualification, into the process. Not to speed up them, but just to put them into the process. And this is just 3 generations of distributors with volume. Some of them without, but mostly, you see, mostly have some volume. Not supervisors. There is no one supervisor here. What, aren't you crying yet? I see you're not crying, so I just continue. Until you cry. $1,500 people, first, second, and third line. These are future supervisors. This gives you very high engagement level at the very distributor level. Not everybody is doing whatever, but slowly but surely we push everybody into the same game. And people love it. They start understanding the whole story within several months' time. And now you have all distributors involved, not just serious distributors. We stop screening. We get everybody. Now, not everybody will get to the point, but listen, 60%, 70% of distributors are in the game. 60, 70. Not 20, 60, 70. This is huge. It's a great news to everybody, to those who use it. But to do so, you need first to be brave and stop selling products to people who have ID number and send them all and teach them how to order products from the company directly. This is one thing to do. And another one is to be, again, brave enough not to pitch 4,000 volume points immediate qualification to everybody. And to make sure that you have slow pitch to slow people and fast pitch to fast people. Then you facilitate business to everybody, to all kinds of people. You're universal. You come interview person, you say, what do you want? How fast do you want? What is the deal? And they tell you, I would just want to try. I want to just to see. No. Okay, that's the deal. Place your first order. How much? How many volume? How many products do you need? What do you need? I just need for myself. Great. I just need for myself and my family. Great. I just need for myself, my family, and my neighbors. Great. I need for myself, my family, my friends, and their neighbors. Wonderful. You say wonderful to everything. If this is what you learn to do, you facilitate business to everybody. If you stop pitching one solution to everybody, then you open the whole new world of 5 or 10 times more people. And they are already here. You and your supervisors, you've recruited them already. Why to lose them? That's the point. We need to be flexible enough. Write this down. This new plan gives you flexibility to invite and keep every distributor around, and not just super-duper serious people. If I show you my 4th generation, you're going to cry. Again, because it's going to be more than this altogether. 4th generation is more than this first 3. You understand, right? But they are still within personal volumes of my 3rd line of supervisors. So the potential to grow is endless, but through distributors, not through serious people, through everybody. So that's the point. So I didn't see you crying, guys. What's going on? So, but okay, you didn't cry, we accept it. You are strong people, not emotional, that's fine. Now, but I want to show you another case of just little supervisor organization, and this is how it worked. These guys just put everybody into qualification, into, 5K qualification. They said, listen, you qualify as you wish, no pressure. So now, here's what you see. You see this in green? It's a particular organization. And here you see this is the length of their qualification. When it was this is when they started. You see green is number of months how people qualified. You understand? This is 30-something distributors. And this is how they choose to qualify. Some of them, you see these guys qualified in 1 month, right? It was their choice. But these guys qualified in 4 months, 5 months, 10 months, 6 months, whatever months. Everybody was choosing. Big part of these guys, just for you to understand, it was actually people who are coming from the clubs. They had nothing to do with business at all. They didn't come for business, just consumers. But they said, listen, if I can do it slowly and I can become partner in this business eventually and get to 50% and do something of myself, great. These people didn't even think about business. If you come to these people and pitch business, they would escape. You would lose these people. But now they are all in the business. Now, after this qualification, you see those numbers, and these numbers are actually their volume orders after qualification. You can see that in each case, except one, you see immediate continuation of volume in every case, except one, and this one is 4,000, by the way, but this was not my point. So in every case, you can see that people in 100% of cases immediately continue. What it means? It means that if you build business right, personal volume of an upline supervisor is becoming automatically organizational volume next month when people are qualified. But if you just sell 4,000 volume points to some people, you don't see those people in your statement for a while, if at all. Do you agree with that? Only 30% or something you see later on in your statement, and several months later probably. Here you see everybody immediately, very next month. You know why? It's because they developed a habit. They've been going to Nutrition Club as customers, then as distributors, then as qualifying supervisors, and it took months after months after months. Now they completed their qualification, they just keep going with the product, with Nutrition Club, without Nutrition. They developed something already. Now they have 50%, the entire family is on product, they have customers. And you see, some of them do business. You see, 1,000 volume points, 2,500 immediately. And some of them just use products for themselves. You see 160 points, 150 points, 300. And some of them become distributors, real distributors, and some of them just stay as customers. But nobody is leaving. That's the point. All supervisors keep playing the game. And this is, this is number of months, how long it took these people to become supervisors. Only 4 people out of 30-something qualified with 1 month. It was their choice, okay? And then others took 4, 5, 12, 7, whatever, number of months people qualified, and then everybody showed business afterward except this person. And you see, this is their average volume after qualification. Some of them consumers, you can see, but some of them, and I would say many of them, are distributors, right? 1,000, 2,000, 1,000, 3,000 volume points, different kind of people. So this is what new plan gives you huge opportunity to get substantially more people into the business and keep in the business. Are we clear with that? You want to try? But here's the deal. There is no try. It's like with product. People are coming and say, okay, give me to try for what? It's not to try. Of course, we give them to try. They come into our club 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. But we know that there is no, it's not about trying. It's about coming and using and doing. Or about business. People say, okay, let me try. What try? Try what? I want to try to do this business. For how long you want to try? A month? You see? So, what is it? 1,500, 30,000 volume points? Over 30,000 volume? You made this calculation? You are very fast. Juan Miguel is just telling us that this group have additional new business of 30,000 volume points. Exactly. So this is new incremental business. This is just one case, which makes us, it's just an example. And you know, except this person, you have 100% supervisor engagement in the business, except one. Do you want 100% of your supervisors to be in the business? You need to be flexible with the way how you bring them into the business. You need to give them time and facilitate their particular and develop their habit. Are we clear with that? This is new plan. It's amazing. It gives you an opportunity again to get everybody in. So this is, it was second reason to cry. And now we go back to the presentation which we started, which one was it? I have no idea. That's the one. Now, do you remember what we've been talking about here? Thank you very much. So, royalties. The point is, if we don't know how to build 6 generations, we need to develop one line. Just make sure that you take one new line and develop to the 6th generation Jeep. Just one. And then you will know exactly how to get deep, how to get to work with the team, not to work with first line and then expect for years that someone will duplicate you. No, you work with the team. You create a team, you create a teamwork, you create organization under this person, and you make this person a leader. How you make a leader? With the time you delegate your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, your just forget it. So this is what Marcuse was saying. I would out there to build this. Remember? So I initially, when Marcuse was telling us all the whole story, I didn't understand it, what it means. What it means. Because you need to go and build it, and then you understand what it means. Now, I'm talking to supervisors now. I understand that you are president's team members and get team members and build team. You know what you are talking about. But tomorrow, you come back home, and now you need to talk to your supervisors. That's why we treat you as a supervisor, because business is about supervisors. If we make our supervisors successful, that's it. This is all we need. Every supervisor will be successful. This is our job. That's why we are now here supervisors. All right? So the next point is, how do we divide our time? Do we build deep or wide? That's the question. Everybody is asking, so what do? I need to concentrate on my existing guys, or I need to go and bring new first lines? It depends on the quality of your first line. If you have enough people, enough lines which are not developed means they don't have downline, successful, and they are independent leaders already. If you don't have enough, then you need to go and add new first lines. If you have too many, you need to take care of them. Because if you have many, many, many first lines and you're still adding many aggressively new first lines, and you don't develop existing lines, then why you add new ones? I want to give you an example. I had a lady I have still. She comes to me. She is 12 years in the business, another lady. I was very busy, you know, working with some millionaire team lines to complete my founder circle qualification. So, and then when I did it, naturally I got more attention and more freedom because I completed one mission and then I started to look for next, you know, potential lines to develop. And now I started to look who is working where in deeper generations of non-president's team lines, right? You understand what I'm talking about? So, and then I discovered a lady in my 6th line. She is a, you know, top producer, big personal volume, and she's Wall Team for 12 years. This is her title, Wall Team. I said, what do you do? She said, I'm a Wall Team. Oh, good. 12 years Wall Team, coming saying, listen, what do you do? Business is not working. Everybody is lazy. They are lazy. I said, tell me what you do. You remember? Tell me what you do. This is the very important question. Tell me what you do. Don't pitch to your supervisors. Ask them what they do before you pitch. So I'd say, Tatiana, her name. I say, Tatiana, what you do? Tell me, what do you do? She says, I. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I run my club, I do this, I do flyers, I do customers, I do this, I do follow-up, I do that. I say, listen, do you do anything which starts with we, with the organization, something, other people? Oh, yes, but I didn't think this way. And she is producing something like 7,000 or 8,000 volume points every month for 10 years. And still Wall Team. Do you have this kind of people, or is it just Russian situation? Okay. It's in Siberia, she's frozen. Mind is frozen, so that's why. Not here. Maybe in Canada, up there. Blake Morgan. And Tatiana. And I say, Tatiana, how many first-line supervisors do you have? She says 20. 20 supervisors first line, Wall Team. 300 royalty check. Not even active Wall Team. 20 supervisors. And why they don't do what you do? Because they're lazy. Okay? You see? They're lazy. They're lazy. I say, and tell me, how many distributors do you have first line? She says another 30, 40 distributors. Do you have any distributors under distributors? She says, no. I say, why? Because they're lazy. Good. And how many customers do you have? First line. You know what is it, first line customers? It's customers you personally brought. But if you have customer who brought his cousin, her cousin, and became also a cousin, so this is second line customer. It's just for our internal terminology, just to understand each other. So I say, how many customers do you have, your personal customers? She says 60. 60. Lots of customers. So I said, listen, 20 and 30 and 60, it's 110, right? Yeah. First line. I said, Tatiana, you have 110 first line people. How many you have in second line? No. 2, 3 supervisors who don't work because they're lazy, remember? I say, listen, Tatiana, didn't you think, to find, out of this 110, 5 people and go and start building organization, do something else rather than bringing new people all the time? And she's busy bringing new first lines, customers and distributors. I said, listen, why do you do it? You have already 110. You have more first lines than I have. You understand? She said, I didn't think this way. My sponsor told me first line, first line, first line, first line. I said, why first line? Did you think about why first line? She said, no. Bottom line is this. Naturally, people don't think. You need to understand it. They just don't think. Not that they don't think right thing. They just don't think at all. They just act. They just busy producing volume, qualifying for something, doing 2500, recognized for something, going to the vacation, going to this. She is busy producing personal volume, having nothing to do with it. And that's why for years her personal volume is not becoming organizational volume, because she thinks first line in her mind. So we changed her behavior and pattern, and she started to grow. Last month, it was 6 months ago, last month she qualified Get Team Member, and second line, third line, and 3 or 4 active Vault team members qualified. We just put together the plan and changed her focus from growing first line into developing first lines. It's a slightly different issue. And now we are going to discuss it. So this is what she was doing. Growing first line. This question mark, you see this question mark? So she was a recruiter and retailer. She's great. She was great, now she's even greater. This person, this was her business. So this person is coming to the business and asking, without asking, the question is, what do I do? New distributor, right? If this is me, and this is Tatiana, and I'm coming, I'm just regular guy. I'm coming saying, Tatiana, what do I do? What I'm supposed to do? She says, you are supposed to do what I do, right? Is it right? But what you do? Recruiting first line. It means you're a recruiter. And if I'm not recruiter, I have nothing to do here. You understand the point? I should be like you. And you means recruiter. This is very unique proposition. We have only 4% of our supervisors who are recruiters. Only 4. Are you aware of that? Only 4% of supervisors, not distributors, supervisors. It means if we are talking about distributors, add to this 20, 80, so out of 100 distributors, you would have 1 recruiter. Natural. And if I'm not, if I'm part of this 99 other people, I have no chance. This means it's not duplicable business to be just first-line recruiter. I need to do it in a different way to let everybody do the business. And here's how it works. So this is not the right way to do, bottom line. And this second line here is it's just accident. This is not part of strategy. It's just accident. Because she didn't mean it. It somehow happened. It's a real story. So you say, listen, Tatiana, from tomorrow on, you are going to do it in a different way. Here's how you are going to do it. You see there are 15 people here. I say, from tomorrow, you are going to build 15, but in a different way. This is how you're going to do it, this way. You are going to use and develop their circle of influence of those people in order to put, you don't need 15 in first line. Put 4 first line, but put people immediately under them. Go and build organization under these people. Use their friends. I mean, not use. Meet their friends and help these people, to become product users, distributors, whatever. It's not important who. But please think deep, not just wide. You have already 110 people first line. By the way, customers are also first lines if someone is not aware of that. Anybody with the product result is your first line. That's it. The question, is it developed first line or not developed first line? That's the whole point. So next is, this is the picture you definitely know. Have you seen this picture before? No? Congratulations. This is the way how we develop circle of influence. You see, this is the first guy, so we go and talk to these people, their friends. This is no, 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 but some of them say, yes, it's interesting. We go and develop, we have this person becoming customer or distributor. Now we say, make list of people they know, and go to the next generation of people they know, and this is how we develop circles. This is it. This is social network. We're creating social network. Now with Facebook and things like that, it's easier for you to imagine social networks and how they are interconnected and overlapped. These are social networks. The question, do we develop their social networks, or we just go to strangers all the time and bring first lines? We need to be in this situation. So bottom line is, this is not the right way to build if we want to build. And this is the right way to build, as we said. So now it's just for supervisors. Everybody who is not supervisor, please leave the room. Now I'm talking to supervisors only. You need to be you need to develop your imagination. Imagine that you are supervisors. Sorry, guys. Just supervisors. You have no supervisors under you, taking you 15, 10, 20 years back. Okay, and now we are going to go to all the way to Get Team, right? But we want to do it in the right way, in a standard way, so then you will be able to duplicate it with your people. So it's not easy to train president's team, trust me. The only way to train president's team, you need to convince them that they are supervisors first, and then you can do something with them. Listen, I'm in trouble here. What do you think? It's not, you know, easy, like you just get on stage and tell your story and entertain everybody. Okay, step one. We need to make supervisor business profitable. It means you guys need to become profitable supervisors. And we know some people, they are not profitable supervisors, and we expect in a very naive way from them to produce and to be attractive and to recruit and attract new people. Supervisors who are not making money and not profitable, they will not be able to attract anybody. It's just an illusion. But we expect from them, and now we go and divide supervisors, new supervisors, into serious and not serious again. Don't expect from new supervisor to be serious. Let's work together, create good, nice business, and then we will see results. Then we will see whatever we create. So no serious or not serious. This is what I'm trying to say. Everybody will populate their certain, you know, niche within the business. All we want to do is to have less zeros in our statements. Less inactive supervisors. That's all I want. I want inactive turn into active. That's it. And then from small active guys, modestly active, take them to more active and the most active, and to top producers eventually. Why do you need to have customers? I'm telling you. You can tell me, but I want to tell you because remember who you are? You are supervisors. But most of our supervisors, they don't have enough customers. Remember? Most of them. They don't have enough customers, and that's why they are not able to go full-time into the business. They rely on different job. But we want them to be full-time with us, mentally, physically, whatever. We want to do so. We want them to be able to make money independently from any other job. Enough. How many customers do we need to earn average US salary for the Spanish-speaking person? 30 what? How many dollars? 2,000 is a good one? Can we survive with 2,000 in Herbalife? Is it? Everybody agrees? 2,000? Okay. How many customers do we need to ensure $2,000 of profit? 30? Agree with 30? Do we have any consensus here? 30 is enough? Is it a good number? Maestro, what do you say? 40? What would be the average number? 20, 30, or 40? Let's say 30, just for the sake of example. 30 customers per supervisor. Can we take it as an example? Okay. You do 40. You and your entire downline. You will be 25% richer than the rest of the group. So, why do we need 30? And this must become, guys, every STS, every training, everywhere, 30 customers, 30 customers. Whatever number you decide, by the way, but it should be some substantial number, such as 30. 30 is a good number. It's doable. 40 is a great number. 50 is even better. But then, you know, but then it's becoming too much because we expect from these people to also go and do something with the organization. So 30 sounds like optimal number. So why 30? And it's not 30, it's why something like 30, okay? So why? People need to understand why they need to have so many customers. First is we need to carry out our mission of nutrition. Because if we don't have enough customers, we don't carry our mission. Otherwise, what do we do in the marketplace? What is our mission? Who we are at all. So number two is we need to make money. We need to make $2,500 or $2,000 a month. Otherwise, it's not business at all. We need to be in the position to be, in the position to be focused on business only, not looking for another job. So that's why we need to have 30. We need to have enough of good potential distributors. If we have 30 people with good results, we have potential distributors. This is the best way to recruit. This is profitable recruiting. And these people are ready, they love products. This is the best way to recruit. And now, we of course need to be able to train our distributors based on your example, not just some theoretical explanation how many you need. I have 30, you need to have 30, that's the deal. This is what everybody needs to know. I'm talking to you now as supervisors, you remember? But everything starts with you, regardless who you are. Supervisor or president's team member. You need to have your own bunch of customers. Now, some president's team members would say, listen, I can't accommodate 30, it's too many because I'm busy, I'm president's team member, I have many growing organizations, I need to spend time with them. That's fine. You can have 20. But you need to have your customers. Otherwise, how you can stand in front of your people? You agree with that? Okay. So we give you a bit of discount, you know. So, and then you need to do it in order to keep your supervisors around. If they don't make money, they disappear. It's just a matter of time. Every February 1st, you are tested. This is Judgment Day. People will stay with you only if they make money. If they make money during the year, they would stay with you after February 1st. If not, you lose them and then you need to replace. And this is bad. So you are tested. Every year there is Judgment Day. It's not a joke. It's in the Bible. This is how it works. You create 30 customer base. This is what we teach our supervisors, everybody. You must have 30, that's it. If you don't have 30, you're in the middle of your personal project, as Michael Cole is saying. He calls it personal project. It's not completed. First personal project for the supervisor is to create 30 customer base. Now, from here, some people will leave, some people will become distributors, and some people will become discounted customers, which is great. They're still first line. Now, in order to keep your income, to keep you in business and keep you independent from any other jobs, you need to replace those people, which means you are dealing with, keeping your customer base. That's the whole point. We are keeping constantly. And this is, everybody knows it. Everybody. in every training, every STS, every situation. So the next point which we discuss with our supervisors is we teach them economics. Now we're going to teach you economics. Imagine that you are supervisors again. If we want supervisor, active supervisor to do business, you have some business associated expenses. Okay? So you need to use products, right? The question is, as a supervisor, you don't use only 50 volume points. You and your family, you easily spend $200 and more for products, right? Is it right? Easily. Actually more. It costs you money. So then business tools, communication, whatever people do, costs you again some money. Then people go to different events. Then they have some club and expenses associated with the club. Otherwise, it's home club. So then there is less expenses, but many people have some other place, which is office place. And then people go to the different events, leadership school, extravaganza, and some other things. So bottom line, people spend money. If they're full-time in business, they spend money. Do you agree with that? Are they aware of that? Your supervisors, are they aware of that? Are you aware of your supervisor's economics or not? Do you ask questions? Do you ask them to provide you with numbers or not? Because if not, and sometimes we don't, because we don't want to deal with this, because it's not our business, because why should I deal with his money? It's his money, it's his situation, it's his problem. No, it's your problem. Because if you don't help the person to control economics, money and financial situation, product stock, and all the rest, most of these people, they don't have business background. They are not able to do it on their own. So they are going to spend more money than they make, and you're going to lose them. It's just a matter of time. And February 1st is coming. You remember? This is critically important. Supervisor economics is critically important for you to be involved in every supervisor understanding. Not every supervisor. If you're a president's team and you have 300 people under you, you're not going to talk to 300 people. You have leaders in your group. You have MIL team members and GET team members under you. But where you are upline GET team member, you definitely need to do it. It's your business. It's your people. No generations. All generations where you are upline GET team member. And then you need to teach your GET team members how to deal with your people, how to make sure that you have this conversation about financial situation. Some people avoid it. It's not always nice conversations. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Show me the money. Tell me how much money you spend. Tell me how much money you make. Okay, what is your goal? How many customers do you need to add? What do you do? If someone wants to go to the extravaganza 6 months from now, we need to plan it now. We need to make this extra money. So all this we need to take into account. So the next what we do with our supervisors is we analyze their business model. Many of you do nutrition club, and some of you do. How many of you are involved in nutrition club? Everybody. How many do weight loss challenges? Very good. So you have these two most effective tools today to bring and keep customers around. Very good. In Russia, by the way, weight loss challenge is a part of every club. Morning club and evening weight loss challenges for other people who don't live around, who cannot come every day to the daily club. So they are coming, driving from some other places once a week. So this is another great way to do it. So, and this is how we analyze our supervisor operation. First, can you effectively bring and keep customers around? It's not just about club, it's about supervisor. So I ask supervisor, do you know how to effectively bring and keep customers around? They would say, yes. Okay, check the box. And if your person says, no, I don't exactly know, let's work on it. It's not done yet. Next is, what is your customer retention rate? Means out of 10 customers, how many you keep around for the next months, 2, 3, 4, 5. If retention rate is not good, we need to work on it. If he says, I bring 10 and I keep 10, great. Okay? So these are things which we need to fix or to make sure that we discuss it. Do your customers want to become distributors? This is another question. What do you do? How you promote business for people who already a certain period of time with the product and results and everything? Is it easy to duplicate what you do? Some people do some very unduplicable business, not here, but in Russia. Is it supported by trainings, what you do? Do you have trainings around? Is it what everybody does around? It's not for you because you more or less do the same things in this, in this market. But in some other markets in Europe, for example, there are in some countries, different organizations are doing different things. And this is very, very hard for people to, you know, to share and do some joint, you know, events because everybody is doing something else. Here this is not a problem. Do you have all the tools, necessary tools available for your business? Are you happy? You ask your supervisor. If not, what you are not happy with, tell me everything. Are your people happy? Happy means happy with everything. Income, situation, how business is doing, you know, the financial situation. So this is how we talk to people. And of course, we go into details. So now the next point is, now you are back again, get team members. You are not supervisors now, you are get team members now. Not president's team yet. So, and now we analyze our segments. We have different types of supervisors. Some of them are just product consumers. Some of them are small retailers. Some of them are good retailers. And some of them are recruiters. And here's the question. And here is the question. Can everybody become a recruiter? Or not? Can everybody become a recruiter? The question is, the answer is, recruiter in the way I showed you earlier. Can everybody become this kind of recruiter? I told you it's only 4% are recruiters. So the answer is no. But can everybody create organization through circle of influence and introduce product to their cousins? But it's still building organization, right? If I introduce product to the next and I help them to introduce product to the next, I build organization, right? We start seeing lines, generation, someone under someone under someone, right? So can everybody create organization? Yes, that's the whole point. Not everybody can become recruiter, but everybody can build organization. So, and again, I want to take you to this picture because everybody can introduce product due to great results to their circle of influence. And this is building organization. Not the guy who is answering the phone, you know, in a very sophisticated way. Not. It's the one who is passionate about product. This is the one who is going to introduce it to, Michael said he has 55 cousins. 55 cousins, can you imagine? I have no cousins. No, at all. No one. I had one cousin, he died. Seriously. Why you are laughing? He died 20 years ago. He was 35 years old, and he died. And I had only one cousin. So I don't have any cousins. If I had 55, I would be president's team member now. Now it's time to laugh. Okay. So now we are going to discuss something which now we are going to discuss something of the most important thing of the day. Something called personal volume structure. And I will give you the conclusion before I tell you the story. The conclusion is this. One's future royalty actually depends on how his or her personal volume looks like. Based on personal volume structure, we can predict future royalty of someone. You maybe didn't think this way, but I want to show this to you. It means we build royalties and supervisor organization of all our generation, first, second, third, within personal volume. Duplication starts or doesn't start within personal volume. Everything is about personal volume. If personal volume has not the structure of personal volume, if you stop thinking how to stop decreasing, you start decreasing, sorry. That's the point. And now I'm going to give you the case. Okay, so everything starts with personal volume. Again, you are supervisors now, and supervisors who are not president's team members. Those supervisors who stay at home. Remember who you are now? We always go home to those small supervisors who need to grow now. And this is you now. It's not easy, right, to imagine. But this is you now. Okay? So everything starts with personal volume. We will talk about two types of personal volume. One is right personal volume, and another one is not right, or wrong. Right and wrong personal volume. What does it mean? Right personal volume is the one which creates royalties, which turns into organizational volume. And wrong one, it's not exactly right and wrong. It's just my personal terminology. And you forgive me for that. This is not corporate terminology. All right? This is not in IBP. It's not in distributor manual. Wrong personal volume could be very big personal volume, but it doesn't lead you to royalty growth. It doesn't create royalties. It doesn't create organizational volume. I gave you an example of a lady called Tatiana, or whatever, okay, who produced huge personal volume for at least 10 years, and it didn't lead her to any. I have another people. I have someone who produced twice as much volume as I did. Twice as much. I've produced over 1 million volume points, and he produced over 2 million volume points. And he is World Team member. And I say, listen, and 10 years in the business. I'm 20 years in the business. So it means he produced 4 times more volume than I did. And he's World Team member. I say, so I ask him many times, so don't you think it's time to change, to switch? You are right. And he keeps going. In his country, he is #1 volume producer, #1 recruiter for last 10 years. I say, you don't need to be in this list at all. They publish, every month they publish top recruiters and top volume producers in country. And he is #1 for many years. I say, you don't need to be #1. You need to be #10 in Get Team list. He has thousands of people first line. You need to understand, thousands. You need to be last in millionaire team list. Last in president's team list. Can we switch to? No, he can't really leave the list. He needs to be number one in recruiters and first line recruiting and personal volume production. This is very sad. I thought he's going to be my next diamond. You know, I can't convince the guy. But I convinced Tatiana. That's it, I'm fine. Tatiana is going to president's team. She just did in a very standard way get team, like this. So, next. Not crying anymore. Okay. Okay, so here's the point. What do we do? Do we recruit first line or build organization? These are two different things, and both are happening within personal volume. We need to understand the difference between just building first line and building organization. Many people tend to recruit first line, as we say, and we need to look at the full picture. So, I give you all kinds of examples. There is another example of another lady. She was a supervisor for 10 years. It didn't work for her. She was selling products. These are her customers. Some of them are within Nutrition Club, some of them are within Weight Loss Challenge, and some of them are just customers at home. And she had something like 15 customers, and she was sponsoring first-line distributors, and some of them, you know, mistakenly had a couple of customers. Accident. So, and it didn't work. She never produced more than 1,000 volume points a month for years. And now she came to me and said, listen, now I want to get serious. She was working at another job. It was her part-time work because he couldn't afford, you know, to go full-time because there is no money here. Business is not working. So we started to work with her, and I explained her the difference between first line and difference between building organization. I said, listen, you need to go and take one of these lines and go and create customers, go and meet people. Go and start doing shake parties with this person. Shake parties. Find customers. Bring these people. You do club, bring these distributors, people to the club. Actively. Yes, but she says, they don't bring people in. They don't bring their relatives and their friends. Of course, they don't need to. They didn't come to you to bring their family. They're coming to lose weight. Moreover, situation is actually worse. Our customers, they tend to hide it for the first period of time at least, right? That they're on some kind of whatever diet. Because they've been on diets how many times? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. They don't want to tell their friends and family, listen, I'm on my 25th diet. Started yesterday. Come with me. Now, what they want to do, they want to lose 50 pounds and come to their family and friends and say, look at me, I've lost 50 pounds. They would say, wow, how did you do it? And now say, okay, now I tell you, come with me. But it takes half a year, right? We can't develop this way. It means we need to be proactive. We need to say, who do you know? Let's go and meet the guys. Let's do shake party. Let's do something, right? So we discussed how to do shake parties in a very profound, detailed way. And she started to do shake parties and invite people to the club and to weight loss challenges. She stopped waiting. She started acting. Write this down. Stop waiting for people to bring their relatives and friends to you. Go out. Don't stay in club. That's the point. You don't stay in the club. In Russia, we have this rule, 10 o'clock in the morning, you close your club down and go to do other things. Okay? Because people tend to stay in the club during the day, pretend they're doing some business. Because they're in the club. The wife is calling, where are you? I'm in the club. I'm good. I'm working in the club. And it's, you know, it's freezing out there. It's Russia. You don't want to go out, so you are very comfortable in. But this is illusion. It's just, you know, self-misleading that we are working. We are not working. We need to go out. We need to do some stuff in club, and some other things we need to do outside. Okay, we need to go and develop our customers. So you remember that you are supervisors, by the way. You didn't forget it? You are new supervisors, everybody. Some of them have 5 customers, some of you. Top guys have 10 customers. Otherwise, you would say, what are you talking about? We know all this. So, and now, what is it? This is what she was doing. She was looking for the supervisor. It was my previous, it's not right order here. But anyway, so we started to develop one line. First, we discussed that she doesn't have enough customers. Then, so she brought more customers. And now we said, listen, you need to go and do shake parties and put their, remember circle of influence, developing circle of influence? So you need to put customers under this distributor. And now this distributor became success builder. Now this person needs products. Not because I pitch for 1,000 volume points, but because we've created product demand. Write this down. Don't promote stock, promote product demand. Promote demand for products, and then they will buy products forever. Don't worry. Don't, put pressure too much on your distributors for them to buy stock. Go and do your job. And not everybody wants to go and do the job. It's easier not to do the job. It's easier to recruit more people and find and look for serious guy. But here's what we need to do. We need to help them to create demand for products. Then they will go and buy products from the company. Don't worry about this one. Worry about creating of next level of people. One of them is becoming distributor. And again, we create next level of customers and go deeper, one generation deeper, then another generation deeper. And now we have one line under development. This is one line under development, two success builders, and one senior consultant. Now we have a line. I'm not interested in one supervisor. I'm interested in 3. That's why I want to go and build it within personal volume. Because if I were qualifying this person, I would naturally pay less attention to their downline because I'm looking for the next one. Right? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not interested in one supervisor. I'm interested in royalties. And royalties is the 3 lines of supervisors. And this is something which I want to create within my personal volume before they become supervisors. I want to go deep within personal volume. I don't want to wait until. You understand the difference? Do we? I'm not after money. I'm after big money. So new marketing plan allows me to do it. There is no pressure. We have no problem to accumulate volume. So we accumulate through this 1 month, 2nd month, 3rd month. And new plan allows me to be very patient and go deep within personal volume. This is the plan. We go step by step. Distributor, senior consultant, success builder, qualified producer, supervisor. If someone wants to go faster, great. You want to go slow? Great. Everything is great and wonderful. What do you want? This is what I want. Great, let me help you. Let's do it. That's it. Very simple. You need to ask them what they want and then help them to achieve this very next goal. With new distributor, how long we can plan? What period of time we can discuss and plan in order to set up next milestone, achieve it, analyze it, and then set up next goal? How long? What is the ultimate period of time to plan and execute? What do you think? Any ideas? What we can plan with new distributor? Let me ask you a second time. Maybe it can help. If second time doesn't help, I will ask you third time. How long you think we can plan? What period of time we can discuss with brand new distributor to set up goals, execute, achieve whatever we want to do, analyze, set up next goal? What is the ultimate period of time to, 3 months? 3 months? Any other ideas? Any ideas? Any other ideas? Every day? Any other ideas? Every day means 1 day, right? This is what you mean. So, any other ideas besides 1 day and 90 days? A week? Anything else? No, that's fine. This is enough. Listen, let's be realistic. Do you imagine new guy? Right? Brand new, signed now. Which 90 days you are talking about? You just signed him now. What 90 days? He has no idea what you're talking about, this 90 days. More than 1 week, you can't discuss anything. 1 week. My son, he's 8 years old, asks me, we are building our home, another house building. So, and he asked me, when we have new house, when is the construction is over? I said, 12 months, 1 year. He looks at me, says, 1 year. 1 year is what? I'm 8 now, so plus 1, 8 plus 9, so I'm going to be 9, right? Right. 9. But I say, tell me, what is it this 1 year? Can you tell me something else? What is it 1 year? He says, no, I don't know what you are talking about. What I know is 8 plus 1 is 9, that's it. That's it. So they have no idea what you're talking, which 90 days. 7 days from now, things must happen already. 7 days you have. You have 7 days to prove yourself. You say, listen, you're going to lose weight. Okay, 7 days, first pound. We're going to make money, 7 days. Show me the money. If you don't show the money during 7 days, just because you are looking for a serious guy and he is not serious enough to you, there is no money, so you're going to lose the guy. That's why you need to go and do something. Meet people, do something. So you can plan maybe 7 days. You don't need even to plan. She is right, 1 day. With new guy, you plan every day, next day, and then you conclude what happened and plan next day, and conclude what happened and then plan next day. And then when this person is getting mature, then you plan 1 week. And then you plan 1 month when the person is becoming supervisor. And when someone is becoming active wall team, then you can talk about 90 days plan. People need to live 90 days first. People need to live 1 year in Herbalife in order to tell you what year is about, how the annual cycle is working. Leadership school, monthly STS, extravaganza, long vacation qualifications and stuff like that. First guy, small things, very small, achievable, trackable, measurable little steps working together, trying to create business under the guy. That's it. And being very attentive. Next this is what we've created after 90 days. This is real thing. 90 days, from no business to 10,000 volume points, and these guys are ready to qualify in lines. You know what I've been doing? I've been changing her mind and her entire behavior. I said, listen, you are not going to qualify this person unless business is created under these people. And she says, yes, but he wants to become supervisor. This one. Wants to become supervisor. No, you don't need to qualify him. He says, yeah, but he wants to do 4,000 volumes. Don't do it. Slow down. Don't do it. Just put people under and go and develop here and run home parties and shake parties here. But he wants to close. No. Don't do it. Create lines. Create customers and the distributors and the customers and the distributors and the customers. Don't qualify. You don't want to qualify one. You want to qualify 4. You are not after money, you remember? You are after big money. You are after royalties. That's why you don't want to immediately qualify anybody. You want to create business within personal volume. You want royalties. You want own generations created by you, not by them. Because if it's not you, and now, then you need to pray hard. You understand? If it's not you, then you pray. Maybe things will happen, but probably not. That's the point. And here's what we've created. 90 days, guys, it's very fast. If you just go crazy with the concept, you would create huge personal volumes and fast. And everybody's in the business. Listen, this person was just a customer or distributor. And now we created business under this person. And she didn't mean to do any business, but now she's in the business. Who created the business? She did or I did? I did. It's not I, it's she, I mean. But let's say it's me. So I'm working with these people not in order to qualify supervisor, but to create real consumption, real product demand. And now I say, listen, you have a business, which we've created together, and she was witness. She was a witness to everything. And she also was there, and he also was there, and everybody was there. So they've been learning from me. It's a tell, show, try, do. Have you heard these letters? T, S, tell, show, try, do. This is tell, show, try, do. It could be in the club, it could be outside the club, it could be whatever method you are doing. We are not talking about methods of operations. We are talking about principles of creating royalties within personal volume. By myself, by yourself. Okay? So instead of qualifying supervisor, you are creating real multi-level what? Retailing. If I'm a retailer, I'm not a recruiter. I'm a retailer. This is my retailing. This is my customer. Now, her friends now, I'm going to sell to them. It's still retailing, right? Is it? But she is now going to be a distributor, because the question is, I come and say, listen, you have 4 people who want to buy products. Do you want them to buy from me or from you, or through you? And then you would have 35% discount, at least 500 volume points, and then you would recover your personal product expenses. What do you want to do? She would say, through me, I want 35%, I want to have products for free at the end of the day. Great, sign up here. Am I a recruiter? No, I'm a retailer. Now I go develop those guys. We found one who is interested in doing in just continuation. It's not about business yet. It's about customers again. One home party, another home party, another home party, another home party. We got people under. So we come and say, listen, you have people who are interested in products. Do you want to do it through us or through you? She says, me. Good. Next generation, next generation, next generation. And these people, nobody said, I want to do business. I'm just selling multi-level. I'm selling products multi-level. You understand what multi-level marketing means? This is multi-level retailing. If you create multi-level retailing, you create royalties, future royalties, because you go deep within your personal volume. And that's the whole trick. And now every supervisor can go and build, because you are not dependent on recruiters. Every retailer can do it. Everybody can do it. People who never believed in themselves. People who for years said, listen, I can't do it. They gave up building organization. You know these people who gave up and they just, sell products? All we need is to sell products, multi-level, deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and those who above become distributors. Now, are they becoming real distributors or not? Or just for fun or for discount or for whatever? Who cares? Who cares if they are involved in already in the operation? You see, I have many people. I will find my guy here. I have high probability. I have 20 customers with product results. Who cares which generation is it? The first serious guy is going to become my first line in business. This is something called multi-level retailing. Now, she used to have, you remember how many, maybe 15 customers? Now she has 83 customers, 38 in the club, 25 in Weight Loss Challenge, and 20 people, just users who use products at home. And the next month, this is what happened. It's not next month, it's next 3-4 months. But these lines became supervisors. These guys all became supervisors in lines, and now we've created supervisor organization. But we created it within personal volume, you remember? All first generation of supervisors, second, third generation of, everything was designed within my personal volume. That's why personal volume is big. It's not just big, it's producing royalties. It's not just big, it's producing royalties. You understand the difference between the first case I've told you, the lady who is having 100 people and producing the same volume, which never became royalties? What happened here? 52 people out of 83 customers, those customers, moved into my organizational volume. They keep using products, but now I'm getting royalties on it. This is how my personal volume is becoming my organizational volume. This is how everything I do, I create royalties. What I told you in the beginning, that there is two types of personal volume. One is, which will end up in creating royalty, and another one is not. One I called right, and another one I called wrong. It's from the royalty building perspective. They both good, but one is creating royalties, another one is not. And if you create big personal volume for 5-10 years, and you are not becoming anybody, and you are not moving through the marketing plan, you are disappointed, right? Is it right? And we are talking about every supervisor, not those who succeeded big time. I'm talking about those thousands who are out there. I'm for them here. That's why I asked you to remove your pins. We are not about you guys, we're about them. So not to forget. So, I will not be able to finish it today. The next part will be tomorrow. So we are not concluding today, just for everybody to understand. The next part is tomorrow. It's a long story. It's a long story. I'm just building the case for you. Tomorrow you're gonna cry. The first tears I could see today, but tomorrow you're gonna. So this one I told you already, okay? And so this is what happened. Now here's my question. Can you see the active ball team organization here already? Can you see it? So she knows how to produce 2,500. This is not a question, right? Now, she produced 10,000 also, right? Is it right? And now she has supervisors, and they naturally continue. So she definitely has 10,000 organizational volume already. So this is how I took supervisor, and within 6 months, we produced active wall team. Active wall team is producing how many volume points on average, you think? active volume organization. Let's say 10,000 on average, because they have 500 royalty check, right? Let's say it's not every month because it's new organization, but whatever. Plus personal volume, let's say 10,000. Now, if we continue, and let's say we requalify. So now we qualify 6 months, and now I say, listen to this person. I say, now you need to requalify immediately. Next 6 months, I want you to requalify, to do exactly the same, to repeat what you've done. You know why? It's because I led the way. I did it for her. We worked together. I did it. And now I say, now you plan it, you execute it. You remember tell, show, try, do? It's you do now. First it was my design. You work hard, that's true, but we did it together. Now I want you, second time I want you to do it. Same type of work. And now after second time, this organization would produce minimum of 15,000 volume points, right? And we would have double number of people. And now we are ready to become whom? Get team. But we are not there yet. This is the continuation of the story, which is coming tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you the rest of the story. But right. Yes, this is tomorrow. Oh, guys, you're gonna cry tomorrow. It's going to be crying day. Listen, tomorrow is really a hard day. You need to bring, napkins with you. So I'm not good in promotion. Listen. So what we did so far is this. We just started to discuss personal volume, different type of structures of personal volume. And the conclusion, there are many conclusions here, but one most important conclusion is we need our supervisors to become builders, regardless who they are. Recruiters, retailers, this is not important for us. We want them to think further rather than bring new person in. How we develop circle of influence. How we run these shake parties, go to meet families and bring their families to the club. How we develop personal volume in a way that it's becoming organizational volume. Now, based on these ideas, you can go to your supervisors and say, listen, especially top producers, and say, listen, you've produced 100,000 volume points in last 18 months, just for example. If you do it this way, we would add at least 100,000 volume points to your organizational volume. And it didn't happen. Let's analyze the way how you build your personal volume. I'm asking all my supervisors to start to draw their personal volume. Customers, I will show all this tomorrow to you. The technical part, what we do with supervisors, it takes time. Listen, it's not easy. It takes several months' time to help our supervisors to start thinking royalties rather than thinking, where's my next first-line customer, rather than when my next first-line distributor. Of course, you need to keep bringing new people. But now, if we refocus them, they will start thinking big picture. A different structure of personal volume which can bring the person into the next levels. In this way, we create very standard operation which can take every supervisor from producing 1,000 volume points into someone who is producing 15,000 volume points just 10 months from now, on average. 10 months later, the same supervisor is producing 15 times more volume. And the entire volume is consumed by customers. And it's not just customers. It's customers and the customers and the customers and the customers. If you are not interested in business, no problem. You have people under you. They will become my first line. And they say, no, please count me, Include me in. That's why retention is very high. You've seen these distributors, everybody having volume? You know why? Because they have customers and distributors and customers and distributors. And if you want to get out, no problem, get out. Everything gets out up to me. Listen, they have a lot to lose. We are creating fear of loss. We are creating real consumption, real customers, real distributors, and real organization within personal volume. You know what? Tomorrow I will take you even further. I will take you to the multi-level retailing, to the customer and the customer and the customer. You're going to cry tomorrow, I'm telling you. Tomorrow is going to be the crying day. Bring napkins with you. It's going to crazy. You haven't seen anything. And everything is now, how to say it, possible. Everything is possible because we don't lose volume points anymore. No pressure. I don't need a supervisor. I'm not looking for supervisor. I'm looking for royalties. You understand the difference? I'm looking for one supervisor, second supervisor, and I'm looking for supervisors who have no products at home, because products are consumed by customers, because each and every one of those new supervisors having 5, 10, 20 customers already before they become supervisors. So they become supervisors and they have no products. They need to run to the warehouse to buy products, to supply. That's why they're all active after supervisor qualification. You see the difference? Tomorrow you're going to see it with your eyes. You're going to cry. Thank you very much and see you tomorrow.